Humanity sets the agenda.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Salam Media. I'm Yesmien Khota Touffie, and today we're going to be talking about ancient healing. I have two guests for the first hour, and they are Amiena Ally, who is an alternate therapist using her skills to help others heal using holistic therapy. Her main focus is access bars, and we will be chatting to her shortly. She concentrates on energy healing, and then we also have Zainub Rassool Khota, who will be beside who's a mom, a wife, and a homeschooling her daughter. Zainab is a qualified massage hijama cupping therapist for over 10 years, specializing in cupping and bloodletting, as well as running daily workshops on the science of hijama. So yes, we're going to be talking ancient healing today. Looking forward to our guests. And yeah, Assalamu alaikum, Amiena. How are you?
Walaikum salam. Alhamdulillah, I'm good.
You good? How's things
And
going?
yes, it's going good. Shukr,
Okay.
shukr.
Okay, I want you to tell us more about what access bars is. Can you share some light on that?
So, Access Bars is an energy healing module, right? It was founded by Gary M. Douglas in 1995. So, what it does, it's you have 32 energy centers that's on your head, and each of these relates to a different aspects of your consciousness. You know, it relates to all your emotions, your happiness, your sadness, how you deal with time management, etc. So, how a treatment works is that by lightly touching these points, you start to unlock and release the polarities of your anxieties, your sadness, your happiness, whatever stress and emotions are not working for you at that time. Okay, and then when we start to release all of that, it just unlocks and gives you that sense of ease. And once those points are unlocked, it obviously travels through to the rest of your body, and yeah, just causing total calm and relaxation.
Okay, so is this something that we, like us women, we talk about this all the time? We are always stuck in our mind. We always have our mind is always the overthinker. Should I say? Does this help us with us overthinkers, us women who are constantly trying to manage different tasks at different times and different roles, as being a mother, a daughter, all of that? So, how does this help with overthinking?
Oh, yes, most definitely. Because, you're constantly wanting to, while you're doing something, you're already thinking about how you're going to do the next 10 things. It's
Yeah.
just going to calm you so that you can focus on and teach your brain to focus on one thing at a time and make you think of something more logically and calmly so you don't get stressed out and you don't have that anxiety and angst all the time that, oh, I must do this, I must do that, I must do something. So it definitely does help for the overthinkers. Yeah,
Okay.
it
I know
just,
you say,
yeah,
yeah,
once you
yeah.
start releasing, these blockages and releasing the energy points, it just brings your mind and your body back to that natural state of calm. And that is what we need, is the natural state of calm.
Okay, so access bars is an energy healing holistic
Mhm.
therapy, correct?
Yeah. It also works really, really good on children. So it can be done on children of any age, teenagers. So, our kids are just overwhelmed with everything from school to home life to peer pressure. So it will just help them also cope better. The sessions are obviously for a child would be a lot shorter. It's not the full 60 minutes. It's a 30-minute treatment because children are much more receptive. They they pick up the energy a lot quicker. They process a lot quicker. They don't have all these inhibitions that adults have. What must I expect, etc. So it will work really well for children, especially now that we're coming up to prelims for matriculants,
Mm.
and then going into final exams and varsity students, just trying to fill that gap till the end of the year and just get them over these last few hurdles. I'll definitely recommend it.
Okay. What are the benefits of it? I know you touched a bit on focus, but what other benefits are there?
So the benefits of it would be to just think more clearly. If you're really, really going through whatever emotional stresses, a tough time. So it works really well if in conjunction with other therapies as well, like if you're seeing a psychologist or any other therapist that is helping you through your life processes. What it's going to do, it's just going to help you process those changes and those what's the word? Just help you process
Okay.
whatever you're going through at that point in time. So it's going to release your body. It's going to make you focus more clearly. A
Really.
lot of my clients are saying, "Oh, I haven't slept so well in a really long time." So it's just that ease and relaxation that I think is the number one thing we have. And that we need, and then it just allows you to think more clearly. It can help with pain, it can help with
Okay.
anxiety, and yeah.
Okay, great stuff. Assalamu alaikum, Zainab. How are you? I've got Zainub
Alaikum
Rassool Khota.
salam.
She is a
Alaikum
cupping
salam.
hijama
Alhamdulillah.
therapist. Welcome. Zainab, can you please share more information on what hijama cupping is?
Alaikum salam, Yesmien. Alhamdulillah. Thank you for having me on the show.
It's a pleasure. Thank
Hijama
you.
and cupping therapy are similar. Okay?
Okay.
Hijama is the Islamic natural holistic healing therapy. So it's a therapy that was used thousands of years ago. Okay? Many cultures do them. It was done by the Chinese, the Persians, the Arabs, the Egyptians. So it's a type of healing that was used those years ago. There were no doctors, there was no surgeons. Okay, so that was the only method of healing that they knew. In Islam, hijama is the sunnah of our Prophet ﷺ. So that's the reason why we do it. And there is multiple benefits of doing hijama.
Okay. Can you share some of the benefits?
Yes, of course. Okay, look, firstly, those people that haven't done hijama before and don't know what's it all about, it's a process of taking out toxic blood from the body. Okay, so not only do you take out the toxic blood, you take out heat, you take out cold, you take out acid, you take out all unwanted energy that's not supposed to be in the body. And what happens is that when you do that, the body returns to its natural normal state. Okay, so it also still circulation in the body. Okay, it cleans the body, it treats all illnesses, and it relaxes the patient. It's good for fertility, it's good for muscular and skeleton, immune, cardiovascular, respiratory, digestive, and urinary issues. So it's good for 80% of our sicknesses and our illnesses.
That's amazing. Alhamdulillah. What is the difference between sunnah cupping? Is there a difference in the cupping? I know there's also a wet cupping, and then we get the dry cupping. Can you explain to us the difference between, before we get into the sunnah, the difference between the wet cupping and then the dry cupping, and then we can go into talking about the sunnah after our ad break.
Okay. You get different types of cupping, okay? So we focus mainly on the 3 types. You get dry cupping, which is just basically putting a cup onto the point of the body, okay? And by means of using a pump, you put it onto the body and you use a suction. So what happens is that it draws a certain part of the body into the skin, okay? While doing that, it's bringing up all the toxins to the surface of the skin. You leave it on for a while, you take it out, and what happens is that your body gets rid of the toxins naturally through its pores, through the sweat. Wet cupping is exactly the same thing. Okay, you place the cup on a certain point, into the cup, you leave it on for a while, you take it out, and you do a slight incision, and you take out the toxins. So, in that, you're removing the toxins almost immediately. So the relief is immediately. Okay. Then you get massage cupping. In massage cupping, what you do is the foil on the body, and you place the cups onto the body, and you glide the cups according to the blood flow. Okay. So then what you do is you manipulate the blood to the blood and the toxins to your lymph nodes. So what happens? Your body gets rid of it naturally. So that's the three main cupping that we do.
Okay, Jazakallah so much. Before we take an ad break, can you just answer, is the cupping painful, the blood cupping painful?
No, it's not. It's
Okay,
like a little tickle, or it's something like, many of my patients describe it as a scratch. But
okay,
it's not painful.
great. Okay, I think we're going into an ad break now.
Africa Muslims Agency's Winter Warmth campaign, Sayyidina Umar al-Khattab radiallahu anhu would advise his companions, winter, which is an enemy, has come, so prepare for it with wool, leather socks and socks. Let us help the thousands of South Africans without adequate clothing or shelter to prepare for the harsh winter months by providing them with blankets for 150 Rand and winter warmth packs for 300 Rand. Spread warmth with Africa Muslims Agency. Call AMA on 011-834-8685 or donate online at africamuslimsagency.co.za. Africa Muslims Agency, empowering, educating, inspiring.
There's no smell that takes me back to the comfort of my childhood than the smell of black seed oil being applied by my nani. Now I'm using Tib black seed in my own home to soothe sniffles and coughs, to help with digestion and immunity, and of course, as part of my beauty routine. After all these years, I've come to appreciate the wisdom in finding comfort and shifa in trusted treatments like Tib black seed. You can find Tib black seed at all leading pharmacies or find out more at blackseed.co.za.
They say breakfast is the most important meal of the day, yet many children go to school hungry because of poverty. Penny Appeal South Africa's Breakfast Club aims to get a warm, hearty meal to underprivileged children so they can spend their day prospering in their schoolwork. Help feed a needy learner for only 5 Rand a day or 150 Rand a month. Or visit our website www.pennyappeal.org.za or call 031 1100 573 to find out how you can donate. Penny Appeal South Africa. Small change, big difference.
Shimmer, sparkle, captivate. Nothing less than a masterpiece. Droplets of gold inspires precious design. Platinum bursts with intricate freshness, and every pure diamond becomes more than just a girl's best friend. Voda Gold Gem Jewelers, where timeless dreams are reality. Come to us. We tailor-make designer gold, platinum, and diamond jewelry. Trade in or remodel your old gold. Clad yourself with classy name-branded watches. We offer insurance valuation and free zakat calculation. Visit us at 534 Ridge Road, Overport, or call 031 208 9142. Voda Gold Gem Jewelers, manufacturers of fine gold and diamond jewelry.
Blend of stylish decor, exquisite halal cuisine, and warm hospitality come together. It could only mean Al Bayt Lodge, your true home away from home. Al Bayt is the ideal heaven for families, business people, and tourists with its 4-star family rooms and other luxurious facilities. Conveniently situated close to Port Elizabeth Airport, the beach, and other amenities, your stay will be truly unforgettable as you'll be taking home lasting memories of the warm hospitality, the serenity and tranquility that Al Bayt has to offer. For reservations, call 041 583 6415 or visit www.albaytlodge.co.za.
Rejuvenating media day by day. This is Salam Media.
Welcome back. And we were chatting to Zainub Rassool Khota and Amiena Ally. Amiena Ally is a practitioner in access bars, and Zainub is a practitioner in hijama and cupping. And they're both talking to us about ancient healing. I'm going to direct a question to both of you ladies. What was the reasoning for getting into holistic healing? What was your why? Amiena, you can go first.
So my why started many years ago. I've been teaching, and I'm not teaching, I've been learning. So my curiosity was more started by the want to heal myself. And I've done a lot of courses and I've done a lot of work on myself, starting with aromatherapy, massage. I've done crystal healing, I've done Reiki, I've done Touch for Health, which is a part of a kinesiology module. All of this was to better myself and to heal myself and to get to a better place. And after I've done the access bars, I was like, I've been doing all of this for me. What about, and how would it benefit everybody else? And then I started just putting it out there that I'd like to be a practitioner and practice and teach some, and just part the knowledge that I have. I mean, I can only talk from my experience, and inshallah that my experience will help at least one person along their journey and make it a better place and make their lives a little bit better and a little bit more easier.
Inshallah. I mean, and Zainab, what was your reasoning for getting into cupping?
Mine is actually a very long story, but I'm going to cut the long story short. Many years ago, over about 10 to 15 years ago, it was difficult for me to have a baby. Conception wasn't a problem, but carrying a child was a problem. Okay? So I've been to every single gynae under the roof, and every single one of them told me the very same thing, that it cannot happen, and it won't happen. The only thing I had was faith. I believed strongly in my Creator, and I believed that Allah gives life. So I persevered, I carried on, and there was a day that I was on my way home from work, and I seen this advert on the way. And this lady was advertising cupping. So I decided, look, I've tried everything, I'm going to do cupping now. So I did it. And alhamdulillah, a few months later, I gave birth to a healthy baby girl. As a result, my company is named after her, Takia Wellness Center. So if that is the type of story, that's my story that inspired me to do the same thing. Because if it worked for me, it could work for anybody else. I can help somebody else too. I know of many ladies that are going through the very same thing that I've been through. And I know that type of feeling, and I know the feeling. I'm there to help them with fertility treatment. And alhamdulillah, we've been very successful. So that's the reason why I got into hijama.
Jazakallah for that. That's a very inspiring story. Amiena, can you talk us through what the routine of when we come into a session for access bars? What actually happens?
So an access bar session is a very hands-on technique. But when you come in for a session, so first of all, you're fully clothed. You're just going to lie on a bed, which if you're not comfortable laying, if you have a reclining chair, as long as I can get to your head and work comfortably on your head and you are comfortable. So you're laying down on the bed. I do touch your hands, I do touch your feet, but that is like for 5 minutes each. The rest of the treatment is all around the points on your head. So you'll lay down. I would make sure you're comfortable, cover you nicely, because when you're laying for an hour, your body temperature does drop because you're not moving. And the more your body relaxes, the more you might feel a bit cold. The session is yours. So you dictate, do you want to have a chat with me? Do you want to discuss as I'm going through the session? Would you like to talk about whatever feelings, emotions, sensations, thoughts are coming to you? Or what's been happening a lot is that I'm finding that my clients are just talking for a few minutes and then falling into a very, very deep sleep, which is also okay because it's your time to relax. Whether you feel any warmth or pulsating or you feel nothing at all, it doesn't mean that the bars is not working. It doesn't mean that the treatment is not happening for you. It depends on how easily and quickly your body processes. So if you're somebody that has done a lot of work on yourself and you have done a lot of alternate therapies, I find that the body seems to take in the energies a lot quicker, and you process whatever you need to a lot quicker. Whereas somebody that's first time at it, if not anything, if you don't feel anything, the best you'll feel is that you've had a very, very good massage, and you'll be very calm and relaxed. Treatment takes about 60 to 90 minutes. It all depends on how what I need to do, but that is basically it. So you're laying very comfortable on a bed, and you can be all snuggled up under a blanket too.
Okay, great stuff. I know before the ad break, Zainab, we were talking about the differences in cupping. You were about to share with us sunnah cupping. Can you elaborate more on sunnah cupping for us?
Sure. Okay. Sunnah cupping is actually hijama. Okay.
Okay.
Hijama, bloodletting, and wet cupping are the same. Okay. The difference is sunnah cupping has sunnah points. And those are the points that our Prophet ﷺ had done on himself when he was sick. Okay? There are 9 sunnah points. So those are the 9 sunnah points that we do. Okay. What makes it different from normal cupping or blood cupping or wet cupping is the spiritual and the religious part of it.
Mm-hmm.
We do sunnah cupping alongside with the Quran. So what we do is we read verses of the Quran while we're doing cupping. Whereas in wet cupping and blood cupping, they do not read any verses of the Quran. The actions and the procedures are the same. Okay? The Chinese have different points. We use the Chinese points in conjunction with the Sunnah points, so that we work on all organs of the body and all parts of the body. So that is the difference between hijama and cupping therapy.
Okay, I know you have different days on that. How do you determine the days, if you don't mind me asking?
Yes. The Sunnah cupping days is on the 17th, the 19th, and the 21st of Islamic calendar. Okay? So what happens is that when the moon is at its fullest, okay, like it has a gravitational force on the earth and the ocean, it's the same thing on our bodies and our blood flow. Our blood pressure is higher when the moon is at its fullest. So what we do is we wait for the moon to decrease in size, which is after the 15th. We work on the 17th, 19th, and the 21st. And that's the ideal time to do cupping. Because when we do that, we're taking out toxic blood, not fresh blood cells. We don't want to take out fresh blood cells. The whole idea is to take out toxic blood that is causing a problem in the body. So those are the reasons why we do it on the 17th, 19th, and the 21st.
Okay, and then you cup at the areas that the body's experiencing pain or the area that you feel needs work on, correct?
Areas. Correct. So what we do is when a person comes for an appointment, the first thing that we do is the consultation. From the consultation, I will be able to determine what is wrong with the person, okay? Because a lot goes into the consultation. I need to know what is the medical history of the person. Okay, what are they experiencing at that time? What is the problem? What type of medication that they are on? So from gathering all that information, it gives me an idea of what is wrong with them. You must know, many people that come to me do not understand why they're sick. Some of them don't even know that it's not even a physical problem. 87% of our problem and our pain, our emotion. When they come to you and while you're doing a consult, you're actually basically breaking down barriers. So they come to a realization that, you know what, this is the problem. The idea for hijama to work is to find the source of the problem. Okay? And then ultimately putting our full trust and faith in Allah. Only Allah can cure you. Nobody else can cure you. I can do the work. I can practice hijama on you, but I'm not a healer. And that is something that people need to understand. That when you're ill and when you speak, Allah created every disease that Allah has created, He created a cure. So when you apply a cure, you get better. But at Allah's permission only. That's only if He wants to make you feel better.
Yes, of
So
course. Yes.
when the clients come to me, some of them expect miracles out of you. But when you break it down for them and make them understand it, look, let's make our dua. You read your Quran verses. I will read my Quran verses as well, which are mainly our protection duas. And then you
Okay, perfect. Jazakallah so much for that. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. Jazakallah so much for that, for the insight. That's really, really amazing. And you put it into perspective for us. Like you say, only Allah can heal, and you can do so much. So you do the work and then leave the rest in the hands of the Almighty. Jazakallah so much, Zainab. We're going to be breaking now for an ad break. Chat to you guys soon.
Rejuvenating media day by day. This is Salam Media.
Discover the Africa of your dreams and surround yourself with her spectacular beauty. Relax beneath her serene sunsets and explore wildlife at its natural best. It's where the pride of Africa comes together. The Kwantu Private Game Reserve. Get to know the Big Five or cruise on an elephant safari game drive. Interact with lion and tiger cubs and enjoy world-class halal cuisine while we pamper you during your 5-star stay. Indulge in the true African experience. For reservations, call now on 042-203-1400 or visit kwantu.co.za. The Kwantu Private Game Reserve, the place of gathering.
They say breakfast is the most important meal of the day, yet many children go to school hungry because of poverty. Penny Appeal South Africa's Breakfast Club aims to get a warm, hearty meal to underprivileged children so they can spend their day prospering in their schoolwork. Help feed a needy learner for only 5 Rand a day or 150 Rand a month. Or visit our website www.pennyappeal.org.za or call 031 1100 573 to find out how you can donate. Penny Appeal South Africa. Small change, big difference. At Sentio, our Invest for Good philosophy is based on a genuine desire to use our investment skills for the benefit of broader society by investing responsibly, giving charitably, and developing talent that will transform the investment industry. Visit www.sentio-capital.com for more information about our Sharia investment products and start saving with us today. Sentio Capital. Invest for good. Sentio Capital Management is an authorized financial services provider.
When you give water, you're reaching out to drought-affected areas, bringing them to life. Fresh water to drink, to clean, and to grow. That's the power of water. Donate now to Islamic Relief.
You know, it's a wonder how kids get anything done these days. With all the distractions, when do they even get time to study? As a mother, all I can really do is make sure they have all they need to perform at their best. That's why I choose to include Sunfoil, triple refined pure sunflower oil with every meal I make. Naturally cholesterol-free and approved by the Heart and Stroke Foundation as part of a balanced eating plan. So whether I'm cooking, frying, or baking, I know every dish will be a wholesome one. Sunfoil, now we're cooking.
Breaking stereotypes, moving boundaries, joining hands. Salam Media. Humanity sets the agenda.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome back. Welcome back. Yes, and we're chatting to Amiena Ally and Zainub Rassool Khota on Hijama and Amiena Ally on access bars. Before we broke for an ad, I know Zainub was explaining to us the reasoning about the therapy, about cupping and Hijama. Amiena, can you tell me, do you think there's a synchronicity between the two therapies? Do you think we could link them together? How could they complement each other? Do you see that?
they can complement each other. The cupping, and a lot of people will go just for the healing of it, okay? And I think if you use the two together, the bars and having your bars run and going through the process of your cupping, you're not just going to heal your body, you're going to heal your mind. And once you start healing your mind, and it's going to be a ripple effect. So your mind is going to be more calm. You're going to be more open to whatever changes you need to put into place in your life, and in that way doing both the therapies at the same time or simultaneously, it just depends. I think one or two bar sessions would just help help you heal your mind a lot quicker, and the process of healing the body would just be so much better. Maybe ask Zainab what her thoughts are.
Yeah, Zainab, you next. Tell me your thoughts. Do you think we could complement the two modalities? Zainab? Okay, I think we've lost Zainab there. But yes, I think it's a whole body, mind, and soul. If you look at it, if we could tap into each one and join all of them together, it's connecting your body, mind, and soul. Hi, Zay, are you back? Can you hear me?
I'm back.
Perfect. Amiena and I were just discussing about how can the two modalities complement each other. Do you see that happening? Can you share some insight on that? Do you see the two complementing each other? Cupping as well as access bars. How do you see that happening?
Definitely. I mean, they both reduce stress and help with anxiety and depression. So most definitely they can work together.
Yeah, I think it's all about anxiety, depression, wellness. I think the holistic way has been more therapeutic than actual conventional medication. That's the direction we are seeing at the moment. But what are your thoughts on that? Where do you see holistic therapy going in the future? I'm going to address this question to both of you, to Amiena first, and then Zainab, you can answer after Amiena. So where do you guys see the future of holistic therapy?
So people are becoming more and more conscious of what they're consuming, be it in food, in medication, and just digitally as well. They're becoming more and more conscious of their minds and their bodies. So I see that holistic healing and holistic therapy is becoming a lot more popular, for lack of a better word to use, just because I don't want to be that person taking 5 microdals every other day, in order to cope. I don't want to be that person that is on anti-anxiety meds. So I'm not saying that you're going to be coming off your meds immediately, but is the approach not to wean yourself off eventually so that you don't have to be dependent on medication to get yourself through the day? That is where the holistic healing is going to come in, and it's just going to give us a better quality of life. And I think the earlier we get our children and the younger ones, and teach them about this, that there is another way to deal with your stress, your anxiety, and whatever other issues. I mean, doctors are very, very quick to say, your child's got ADHD, and give them a mountain of medication to take just to suppress them, so they can't express themselves, they don't have an outlet. Why not help them along the way, teach them how to deal with those emotions in holistic therapy, and give them a better coping mechanism?
Well said. Yes, I think it's all about, the methods that we're talking about here is not new. It's all ancient healing. It stems from...
Exactly. Yeah.
Zainab, do you want to share some insight there?
Yes, many people nowadays are looking for alternative methods of healing. They now have realized the amounts of toxins that we take into our body. Okay, it's the polluted air that we breathe. It's the intoxicated drinks and narcotic drugs and junk food and smoking. People are becoming aware of these things, so they are looking for alternative methods of healing. Yes, they're tired of taking medication. They know the after effects of it. So once they do a cupping therapy or any other alternative method of healing, they realize that the benefits are better. And it's something that we, like Amiena said, it's something that we need to teach our children. That, when you're sick, try and see whether you can make yourself feel better. Okay? The first thing that works on a person's body is the emotions. The emotions related to our sicknesses. So we need to teach our children how to understand this and how to work around it. You get so many kids nowadays that are just falling into the wrong company, falling into depression and anxiety, and they can't tell you why, because they don't know how to sort their problems out. So the first thing they do is run to the doctor, and Allah bless our doctors, they're there to help us too, but it's not always something you can fix with a tablet. That is something that they need to learn. And understand that alternative methods of healing, with cupping, it is the sunnah of our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It was a command from Allah to the angels to let Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam know that cupping is the way. And that's the reason why we do it, because he was commanded to let his ummah know. So that's the reason why we should teach our children, look, this is the way. I'm not saying not go to the doctor. Go to the doctor. You will need to. Also, break down barriers by, understanding that everything comes from Allah.
I think it's a thought process. I think it first starts with the thoughts that we have in our brain, in our mind, and that builds down to our emotions. So, that starts with the head, with the thoughts in our head, and that breaks it down nicely. Yeah, I like that idea. It sounds good. We should try and see how we could combine a module, maybe do a day or a workshop or something where we could all come together and have these talks about holistic healing, because I think that's the direction that we need to start working on, especially from, like you say, emotions. So the thoughts, the emotions, the body, mind, and soul. Thank you so much for that. Are we going to be breaking into another ad break soon? Am I correct? And we're breaking for an ad. Jazakallah.
Rejuvenating media day by day. This is Salam Media.
The Turkey-Syria earthquake is among the deadliest earthquakes of the last century. Thousands have lost their lives, and large areas and cities and towns in southern Turkey and northern Syria have turned to rubble, leaving huge numbers of residents with very little or nothing at all. Al-Imdad Foundation's emergency relief team is on the ground providing life-saving aid. The people of Turkey and Syria desperately need your support. Donate online at alimdad.com or call 0861 786 243 for more information.
Online schooling? Why not? Kurtuba Online Academy is the leading global online Islamic school from grade R to matric, offering South African caps and international syllabus. And it doesn't stop there. We also offer online madrasa for every grade. For more information, visit www.kurtubaonline.co.za. Kurtuba Online Academy, the leading global online Islamic school.
They say breakfast is the most important meal of the day, yet many children go to school hungry because of poverty. Penny Appeal South Africa's Breakfast Club aims to get a warm, hearty meal to underprivileged children so they can spend their day prospering in their schoolwork. Help feed a needy learner for only 5 Rand a day, or 150 Rand a month. Or visit our website www.pennyappeal.org.za or call 031 1100 573 to find out how you can donate. Penny Appeal South Africa. Small change, big difference.
What makes Randery Jewelers the optimum place for your memorable gift? Is it our range of exclusive, high-end, luxurious jewellery? Or is it our master craftsmanship of all your bespoke jewellery needs? We believe it's because at Randery Jewelers, we know just how to make your special moments last forever. Whether it's for a wedding, anniversary, or just a simple gift to show your love, trust Randery Jewelers to make it special. www.randeryjewelers.com. Make your moments last forever with Randery Jewelers, the family name you can trust.
Welcome back, and we are talking to Amiena Ally from the Wellness Loft and Zainub Khota from the Turkia's Wellness on holistic healing and ancient healing. Yeah, I think they both coincide. What I wanted to know from Amiena before we wrap up, I would like for you to share with us again the benefits, and just share more about the Wellness Loft. Give us some more information on what you do and how can people reach out to you if they want to get in touch with you.
So at the Wellness Loft, I offer both access bars and Reiki treatments. And yeah, you can reach out to me I am on Instagram. My account is wellness_loft. And you can get all details on there regarding pricing, etc., and about the treatments, how long it takes. And yeah, so the benefits of the access bars would be to just release your stress, your emotions, any anxiety, help you cope better day to day, give you better time management skills, and just give you an overall sense of well-being, and that way helping you work through whatever other issues that you need to resolve. And it's like it always is. Holistic health is a mind-body. You can't separate the two. Once your mind starts healing and your body starts healing, then you start feeling everything. Yeah.
Okay.
Falling
Jazakallah for that.
Yeah.
Jazakallah for sharing your time with us. It was lovely having you.
Thank you for having me on.
It's a pleasure. And Zainab, can you share some more insight on the benefits of cupping, as well as where can we reach you and get hold of you if they want to book an appointment with you?
Sure, no problem. Okay, look, cupping helps to promote production of hormones, encourage blood flow and body fluid movement. Okay? It's good for headaches, it's good for backaches, arthritis, any type of injuries, cellulitis, fatigue, anemia, depression, and especially on emotional problems and the common colds and flus. So it's basically good for everything, and it relaxes the person. So it's quite comfortable. When the people look at the bruise marks that are left back, they are painless. It's not bruise marks, it's just tokens that are brought to the surface of the skin. So people have this belief that is so painful, but it's actually not. Cupping is actually very, very relaxing. And I think once you book an appointment and experience it for yourself, you will understand the type of feeling and what feeling it brings to you. It brings us so much calmness. It reduces your pain and your aches, and you feel so much better. Alhamdulillah, the results are quite amazing. You guys can get us on Instagram at Turkey Wellness Center. We're on Facebook as well, Turkey Wellness Center, and we have a webpage too. So you will find all the information on those places.
Thank you, Jazakallah, for that. Yes, I think it is. If you look at all the modalities, there's all some form of relaxation or some form of massage, or again, the energy transfer of these healing modalities. And it brings it back to the release of anxiety, the release of stress, and that's what we need in our daily lives now, because it's really stressful. And Jazakallah so much for coming on board and sharing your stories with us. We look forward to hearing from you guys soon. And it's a pleasure. Jazakallah.
Rejuvenating media day by day. This is Salam Media.